Hey there. Have you just started playing Twisted Path to Renown and have been having an annoying time trying to headshot bots and players alike and missing your shots not knowing why? This is probably a good video for you. I've seen quite a bit of confusion and grievances from mostly newer players as to why their headshots are still not connecting. So I figured I'd make a little explanation video guide of the game's ballistics and all the factors that come into play here. This is not the kind of video I really make or enjoy making, but if it helps some of you and clears up some confusion, then it's worth doing. Let's get into why your shots are missing. For the sake of this video, I'm going to assume you are a gaming warlord with perfect headshot aim, so we can focus on the other factors. Let's start with the spread mechanic. MOA, or accuracy in this game, is referred to as spread. No, your gun's not perfectly accurate, this is 1899, and you're shooting early smoothbore firearms. Every firearm has its own spread that is unique to it, of which most firearms are variations with different length barrels that have a huge impact on spread, as well as some other factors that we'll get into. Every different ammo type also has its own spread adjustment, which is basically a modifier for the spread of the weapon you are using. Here we have a 38 revolver, one of your starting weapons. You can see the base spread with default barrel isn't great. Important note, this spread chart seems to be based on about a 10 meter distance, 30 feet. This will be more clear in the next update that will be coming soon. To the right, we have the same 38 revolver, but with a 23-inch barrel, which is one of the best you can get for it. As you can see, the base spread is drastically tighter. Barrel length is a huge factor in this. Another huge factor is the spread adjustment you get from different ammo. Starting ammo is inaccurate and terrible. On the left, you can see the spread you get from starter ammo. It's worse than the base spread. On the right, you can see the spread of the meta ammo, not crafted for accuracy mind you. There's even better than this. The spread difference between these two is huge. Your viable range goes from 20 meters to 50 with the better ammo, throw in the long barrel, and you can be sniping players from over 100 meters away. Aside from spread, the other main factor for you missing your shots is the bullet drop-off. Every ammo type in the game has its own unique drop-off distance. Every one has a certain distance where it won't drop at all, meaning if you're within that zero drop range, you want to be aiming straight on. You also want to keep in mind what ammo you are using and what its zero drop range is. For example, the starter volcanic ammo is probably the worst ammo in the game right now, with about a 10 meter zero drop range before it dives into the dirt. Contrasted with that, you have the better volcanic ammo you can buy from the leveled weapons trader or from the widows, of which the zero drop range is increased to about 45 meters, making it infinitely more viable. Another factor that affects the bullet drop of your ammo is the barrel length. The longer your barrel, the higher percentage your range modifier will be. i.e., with a long barrel and range modifier of 135%, your zero drop distance of 40 meters will be extended out to 54. This is a more subtle one, but especially relevant if you are using a scope. If you're aiming for the lower portion of someone's head, like their jaw for example, and you are using a scope, especially at close range, there's a good chance you'll hit their chest instead, demonstrated by this diagram. And finally, yes, hit reg. It's rare, but it does happen. No multiplayer FPS exists with perfect hit reg, and this is an early baby, so network issues are to be expected. But please consider the more likely factors mentioned before than instantly jumping to this one, as it's pretty unlikely, depending on your internet connection. So there you have it. There's a quick overview of the game's ballistic mechanics. Hopefully this clears some things up. To be clear, I'm not defending said mechanics. Some I like, some I don't. I just wanted to explain how it actually works. So, are you actually hitting your headshots? I'll leave that one for you to figure out.